Hello YouTube, my name is Dr. Tacoman, and this is me doing my first creepypasta. It is called Succession of Nightmares. Nightmares. We have them, one time or another. Everything has a dark side. Our dreams were meant to be a place of jubilation and contain our most wonderful fantasies. This is kinda like an award. Some of us work our asses off all day and then come home to a nice cozy bed. Sleep by itself is a nice gift for our tonals. But dreams make sleeping hard for us to want to wake up sometimes. But there's of course a dark side. There's always a dark side. Nightmares have a certain way of creeping up on us when we don't want them to. It's almost like they know. Some may say that nightmares are our own fault. Watching scary movies or reading scary stories can fuel our nightmares. But what if there are things out there that can control our dreams? What if there are beings who can purposely give us nightmares? What if these things were there to drive us insane to the point where we want to sleep forever? Now is when I tell you about my nightmares. A couple of weeks ago, I started to get into reading creepy stories. All humans have this certain want of excitement, but sometimes we take it way too far. You know what I'm talking about. Surfing videos on the internet late at night, reading creepy stories, or making your own stories. You know how it works. You sit there, try it in front of your own computer, the room is dark, the voices in your head are telling you to shut off the computer and finally get some fucking sleep. But then it happens. You find a video that has a creepy description, perhaps a video about a ghost encounter or a video of aliens. This is how nightmares started. This is how my nightmare started. My friend Zach has a YouTube account where he plays video games and gives his commentary. You know, a let's play. But one day we decided to go. One day we decided to do something different. He narrated a story of a website called Creepypasta.com. I heard of this somewhere. I know I have. It's hard to surf the internet for so many years and not hear about something so popular. He told a story of a man called Slenderman. Now, I obviously heard of this character. I've seen the Marble Hornet videos and I've seen the fan art in so called pictures. So, the story was interesting and made me want to read some more, so I did. Within a few days, I had read all the popular stories that this website had to offer: Squidward Suicide, Ben Drowned, Dead Bart, Jeff the Killer, The Tales Doll, Smile Dog, and all the demon hacks. These stories, they give you a feeling of terror. You start to notice all the small things around you, all the creaks and moans. You look over your shoulder and think you see a shadow of some sort. Nothing. Silly you. You finally get the courage to go to sleep, and then you start to understand the position you just put yourself in. I understood what I was doing to myself, but I didn't stop. I saw them all. I saw all the creatures from those stories in my dreams. I saw Smile Dog try to make me spread the word. I saw Jeff telling me to go to sleep. Squidward staring at me with his bloodshot eyes. Jerking myself awake every time I encountered one of these freaks got old real fast. But then the nightmares began to get so much real. No longer was I imagining the characters from the stories, but now my nightmares were taking their own shape, contorting themselves to make me even more uncomfortable. One night, I was lying soundly in my bed. It was almost like an out-of-body experience. You see, I had a bird's eye view of myself. It was as if I was lying on the ceiling. I was lying on top of I was lying on top of the covers, and my eyes were closed. I must note that I was not breathing. No snoring, no indication of my stomach rising and lowering. In fact, I was utterly motionless. My room was pitch black, as it usually is when I fall asleep, but I could see myself perfectly. It's as if I had some type of night vision, but it wasn't all green and shit like it usually is. Then my eyes shot wide open. It startled me a bit. I just stared up at the ceiling. It seemed as if he was looking at me, like I really was on the ceiling. A drop fell. A ruby-colored drop of blood fell into my face. Then another, and another, and another. The drops began to fall slow, but then they picked up speed, similar to when rain begins to fall. The version of myself lying on my bed then begins to smile. The blood soaks his teeth and started to drip into his eyes, but he did not blink or close his mouth, just let the blood fall on him. Suddenly, The view switched to me being on the ceiling. Now I was lying on the bed. On the ceiling was a bloody, mangled, wounded version of me. My eyes were missing, and my teeth were missing as well. But I had the same smile as the version of myself on the bed. My hands and legs were pinned on the ceiling, almost as if I was being crucified. Then the view began to slowly zoom in on my face. Blood still fell, and my view was being distorted. I wanted to see what was going to happen, so I tried my best to see. The view then zoomed in on my face at an alarming rate, and then I spoke. I am your God now. I woke up, breathing fast and hard. I felt paralyzed, like I was stuck. I felt liquid around me. Did I really just piss the bed from this nightmare, or was it blood? I quickly jumped up and found out that I knocked over a cup of tea in my sleep, and I was lying on it, in it. Sometimes when I have dreams, I feel as if the interaction of objects in the real world affect my dream. In one dream, I was being stabbed repeatedly in the arm, and I could actually kind of feel it. I woke to my friend obnoxiously poking me in the arm with a pen. I thought that him poking me in the arm made the stabbing from the nightmare be all more the real. Since the dreams and nightmares are derived from our brains, we can experience things in our dreams that seem real. When you eat something, you can taste it. This is because you remember how the object tasted. This dream made me not want to sleep anymore that night, so I didn't. But that was in the dream. I had this same nightmare over and over again for a few days, happening the same way every time. There wasn't anything I could do. I couldn't change the dream even if I wanted to. This nightmare scared me every time. You think I would have got used to it, but I didn't. I began to think about ways I could avoid this nightmare. This was my first thought. I can remember everything having a nightmare while I was napping during the day. So my first plan was to sleep during the day and stay up during the night, hoping this would work. First day, no nightmare. I was relieved. I thought that I had found the solution. I had no problem sleeping during the day. I didn't sleep much as it was already. Second day, my plan failed. The same nightmare happened again, but this time there was no smiling from the body on the ceiling. Actually, there were no emotions at all. My head wasn't smiling from the body on the ceiling. Actually, there was no emotions at all. My head was missing more. Blood fell quickly, this time making the dream end faster. My body, lying on the bed, looked down, and my decapitated head was lying in my lap, and it was smiling. I'm pissed now. What I just can't effing sleep anymore. Fine, I won't. I'll stay awake. Yes, that will work. I'll stay awake until I pass out from exhaustion. I won't encounter that nightmare unless I absolutely have to. I wrote this quite a while ago, back when the nightmare first started. It's been about a week since I decided I wasn't going to sleep. I'm so tired, I don't think I can stay awake anymore. My bed sounds so heavy right now. I guess my plan didn't work how I thought it would. I'm going to go to bed now. I think I could just stay up for a few more hours, but I don't want to. I want to see my smile. I want to see my bloody body hang from the ceiling. It sounds so interesting to me now. Oh, how the blood felt so refreshing, cascading in my face. I have a bottle of pills, extra strength. I'm going to take them all with some alcohol. I don't want to be awake anymore. I've been awake for a couple of days, and now I realize how horrifying it is. I'm seeing all those creepypasta characters in real life now. I've gone completely fucking insane. Now, they won't be there in my dream. They were never there before. I'll sleep forever, so I can look and smile at my God for the rest of the days. I just swallow the pills, I'm going to have a quick drink, and I'm going to bed. Why not join me? It will be your God soon enough. Yeah, so, sorry if you guys can't hear me, but you know how I was going down through the page? You can read it by yourself. I also posted Creepypasta. Well, I searched for Pokemon, but then it didn't let me. It picked something else. Okay, so this is what I think. Yeah, this is great and all. I like the story. It's not really bad. The ending, kind of realistic. You see, there's more, but I don't want to. You see, there's a lot of stuff that are good. You see, right there, right here. Pokemon. I searched it, but instead I got Succession of Nightmares. I like it. Not really bad. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys like me to do all this creepypasta, I'll just keep doing it. Please comment on this video below, okay? And tell me if you like it or not. Okay? Well, this is Dr. Taco Man out.